These dried-out fields will yield close to nothing. In southern Romania, some farmers lost over 90% of their maize and up to 3/4 of sunflower crops due to drought. Gabriel Brai is one of them.
Normally, the sunflower would be 2 meters or 1.70 meters high. But you can see that it stayed at 1 meter. It didn't receive any water and didn't grow. I think the yield won't even reach 300 kilograms per hectare.
Over the summer, a months-long heat wave dried out the soil and prevented pollination. Gabriel used to harvest 7 to 10 tons of maize per hectare.
This year we had 300 hectares for maize, but we didn't produce anything. Sometimes I feel like selling everything. I don't know how we find the strength because it's very difficult. But that's how it is. We don't know how to do anything else. So we do what we love and what we know.
The Ministry of Agriculture promises to compensate farmers €200 for every hectare lost. Additional measures are under consideration, such as a crop insurance scheme, which would pay up to €600 per hectare. But as the weather grows increasingly unpredictable, farmers' associations are asking for a public trust for climate-related risks.
At the moment, it's clear that we're seeing extremes. Here, we're facing the problem of drought and extreme heat. Others face floods.
In Romania, dry spells are not new but are becoming more intense. Environmental activists are sounding the alarm about lakes drying up and desertification. In the Oltenia region, a sandy area of about 100,000 hectares is expanding every year.
This used to be a forest. It was converted to agricultural land, after which the sand swallowed the fertile layer above. And now it's just a desert.
This phenomenon threatens the environment and the people living in the area.
Prolonged drought brings about these types of surfaces that were not visible before. Drought and desertification are driving away part of the population, which creates a societal problem. People are forced to leave and look for work elsewhere.
To help farmers adapt to climate change, this research institute focuses on alternative crops: peanuts, pistachio, or even sweet potatoes.
This is a Chinese date. Species that resist heat stress very well and tolerates these soil conditions. Light, poor soils. This gives us hope. It's the first fruit-growing species that we believe will be successful, and with which we hope to convince as many growers as possible.
But during intense droughts, even the most resistant species depend on irrigation, for which there is a lack of infrastructure. Octavian Berceanu predicts that agriculture in this area won't adapt quickly enough to rising temperatures.
Now, extreme weather events were spaced out every 20 or 30 years. Now they occur within a few years of each other. In the future, we will have terrible droughts. We'll have violent precipitation. Nature can't cope because it can't adapt within such a short period of time.
Berceanu says reforestation could be the only solution to use the land and fight against climate change. This forester has already planted 3,500 hectares of trees on former agriculture plots.
Before there was just bare sand here. Now we have a beautiful forest which has stabilized. It started forming a humus layer which has around 1.5 centimeters of organic substrate. And this will ensure the sustainability of this forest, even when the owners use this land for logging.
An effective solution which the government now wants to scale up. 56 hectares of land are to be reforested by 2026. A potentially profitable project. Landowners can earn up to €26,000 per hectare.